Hello you guys! Guess what? It's time for another episode of Fever Watch. And on today's episode, since it's the middle of summer and some of you all are bored out of your minds with the heat, we're going to talk about how you can have fun at the lake. Because I don't know about you, but around here a lot of people like to go to the lake for fun in the summertime. What are some fun things you can do at the lake? Go boating, go fishing, go swimming, you go tubing, or skiing, or wakeboarding, being pulled around by a boat. You could even go noodling. Yeah, that's a thing. Those are all such great, safe ideas. Although, before you head out to the lake, there are a few things I think you ought to know. What did you expect? First of all, did you know that drowning is the 5th leading cause of unintentional injury death? It is. Secondly, as in the number 2, you've got to keep in mind that lakes are basically huge puddles of poop water. Yes, that's right. Poop water. Poop from birds, poop from animals, poop from people, poop from fish. Lots of poop. Even if animals don't poop in the water, if they poop up on the land, which they tend to do, animals don't really believe in indoor plumbing. When the rain comes, it washes the poop right down into the lake, where you go swimming. Poop water. Now that we've established that there's a lot of poop in that lake water, let's talk about how that can affect you as a human in America. Did you know that poop is composed of about 90% dead bacteria, dead and living? I think I made that up. But there's a lot of bacteria in poop. And because there's a lot of bacteria in poop, there's a lot of bacteria in the lake water. Some of those bacteria can cause some pretty severe diseases in humans if you ingest them by drinking the lake water. Take this little guy for example. He's a spirochete, a spiral-shaped bacteria called Leptospira. He can cause very severe symptoms including fever, chills, headache, jaundice, red eyes, vomiting, diarrhea. Sounds a bit like our friend Ebola, doesn't it? Except for the whole bleeding out of everywhere bit. Shigella, Campylobacter and Plesiomonas can all cause severe diarrhea and basically make you want to die. Obviously there's a lot of E. coli in lake water, but what you may not realise is most of the time E. coli is harmless. You've already got a lot of it living in your gut right now. However, if you decide to have a picnic at the lake and you eat some food that's contaminated with a special kind of E. coli, an intrahemorrhagic E. coli, it contains toxins that when released can cause permanent organ damage and even death. If you have any sort of open wound, it's a really bad idea to get in the lake water because there's so much bacteria in there, it's not difficult for some of those guys to get in your open wound. They can result in flesh-eating infections. Before you know it, you're having to have your leg chopped off just because you wanted to go for a dip in the lake. Something else you have to worry about in lake water? Parasitic infections. Look at this little guy. He's cute, right? He's smiling back at you. Wrong. This is Giardia. He's a parasite, and if you ingest him, he's gonna give you severe diarrhea. He's gonna make your life bloody well miserable. Other parasites such as Cryptosporidium can do the exact same thing. Death. Perhaps one of the most terrifying infections you can acquire from swimming in lake water is caused by this guy. Yeah, he's also looking back at you, but he's only got one eye, and it's not even an eye. This little free-living amoeba can kill you faster than you can say Naegleria fowleri. Allow me to explain how. So look, you're swimming along, you're happy, just swimming, and you accidentally sniff a little bit of lake water up into your nose. It happens, right? It's part of swimming, no big deal. Wrong! Once it gets in your nose, he keeps on swimming right up towards your brain. When he gets to your brain, he starts eating it. That's right, Naegleria starts eating holes in your brain. Nom nom nom. This is well bad. Obviously, you need your brain. Symptoms of Naegleria infection start off with a headache and a stiff neck, much like meningitis. Things go downhill quickly though. Your mental status changes, you start having hallucinations, you start having seizures, and before you know it, you go into a coma and you're dead. Brain infections caused by Naegleria are treated differently than bacterial or viral meningitis. Unless your doctor is specifically looking for Naegleria, he may miss it. In which case, by the time he figures out what's actually going on, it's most likely too late. Naegleria's already done too much damage to your brain. Naegleria is well bad. Don't get Naegleria. Have I mentioned skin cancer? Have you noticed that snakes and spiders also like to hang out around the lakes? Well, they do. Snakes can also kill you. When you're swimming in the lakes, you've also got to watch out for these guys. Alligator gars. They're these huge fish that have big sharp teeth and they can actually bite you. I've heard rumours that they can get big enough to even eat a man. Don't know if it's true, but it's not something I'd like to mess around with. Most of the lake water I've seen is pretty murky because of all the poop. And it's pretty hard to see what's down about to be nibbling on your toes. Isn't it? It is. Death. Now that you're all well informed about the dangers of lake water, go have fun at the lake! And tell your friends who also like to go to the lake. This is how you get all the friends! Seriously though, if you do decide to go to the lake, don't drink the lake water and don't snip it up your nose. Death. I have actually prepared a song for you all today. Since I always talk about such uplifting topics, I decided to choose a very uplifting song, so I hope you all like it. There's a dark and a troubled side of life. There's a bright and a sunny side too. Though we meet with the darkness and strife, the sunny side we also may do. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side alive. It will help us every day, it will brighten all the way. If we keep on the sunny side alive, though the storm and its fury break today, crushing hopes that we cherish so near, storm and cloud will in time pass away, the sun again will shine bright and clear. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side, keep on the sunny side alive. Brighten all the way if we keep on the sunny side alive. Death. Thank you all for watching this week's episode of Fever Watch. Until never time, have a good one and I'll see you all next week.